Hey everybody, it's 7017 Matt again. This is actually an answer to a question. It's from Transformer fan tffanmaiku. If you haven't checked out his stuff, please do. He does really interesting stuff, in my opinion. And you know me, I'm a whore for these questions. So his question was, and I apologize for the lateness on this question. I know I promised I'd get you this video out quicker. I've been really busy at work. But here is my answer to your question, and your question was, as a fan, as a Transformer fan, what would you personally like to see as the next series and toy line, because they kind of interact with each other. In my opinion, what I'd really like to see is a Cybertron kind of thing where there's no human interaction at all, and it was before the war actually starts, right before the Great War actually starts, the Civil War. If you remember back in the G1 animated movie, and Starscream's about to be blown up by Galvatron, you see the hall of the Decepticon leaders. I'd really kind of like to see the origins of the war, what brought upon the war, what really is, how do I put this politely, the beginning. And you can really place it into any of the series that you like, but they all revolve around that there's been this civil war that's been going for millions and millions of years. So in my opinion, I'd just kind of like to see that. If you do something like that, in my opinion, the toy line would be incredible, because that would be left up completely to the imagination of, of the artists that do the toys. And you could do the secret jets the way they're supposed to be seen, sort of like what the Titanium line has done. You can do Autobots as hovercrafts. You can do a lot of different things. You can see the origins of Orion Pax. You can see the origins of Megatron. You can see the origins of Soundwave. You can see the origins of all these characters, and you can see the first great leaders, the great mass of destruction in Cybertron during the first original attack. You can see what the golden age of Cybertron actually looked like, what the planet looked before war. So in my opinion, that's what I would personally like to see. You have all these different outtakes on the cartoons, but they all revolve around that one central thing. You see Autobots versus the Decepticons. But they're both Transformers, so it's a civil war. So eventually, but beforehand, it was one cohesive group. When they took down the Quintessons, and then they had millions of years of peace. And I'd just like to see what divided that, what brought upon the Civil War. So if I were to do a cartoon, that's what I would base it on. If that's going to be what it is or not, I know that they're in negotiations for a new cartoon, or at least Hasbro is. That's basically what I'd like to see. The reason that I don't think something like that will ever be seen is because it would be a much more adult-based cartoon, in my opinion, because it would be talking generally about what it takes to get into a war. So, but yeah, I mean, as a Transformer fan, that's something I've always wanted to see. You get snippets of what the Cybertron was like before the war in the original animated series, and you in the comics you get snippets about how it could have been, but you really don't have that all-defining series, So there's my answer to your question. I'm sorry it took me so long. I've just been really busy at work. But yeah, thanks. Later.